We have returned to WWE 2K25. Now, for the last couple weeks, we've been talking about 2K26, but 25 just dropped us a nice little locker code in our emails. If you guys haven't checked your emails, no need, you won't have to, because after watching this video, you will know what the locker code is. And they did give out some free VC. There are a couple things going on around this 2K still, but cherish this locker code, enjoy it, because I do think that it is going to be the last one for the season. Now let's go on ahead and get into it, but before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so I had to go on ahead and take a look at this. It is 7500 VC bonus, so let's go on ahead and into that real quick, man, just so we can get our locker code, our VC. Now 7,500 VC is really not that much, but I'm not gonna be the person that complains about free stuff. I do think that it should probably be a little bit more, but it is what it is. It was redeemed successfully, it worked, which again, that has been a common theme, and I think that has been a common theme that where it doesn't work, because data miners and things have been able to get into the files and drop those locker codes early, where it either gives out something wrong or it just doesn't give out anything at all just yet. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So it does work, there's no need to worry about that. And even just looking at, you know, the live events, because the first thing I do when I get some VC is look at the live events, right? What can I get with this stuff? Now you can go on ahead and get a Toy Titans 2-pack, where you can use that for the requirements for Toy Titans 2 for the women or men. And there is a chance at Jade Cargill as well, where you can go on ahead and get Dominic Mysterio Infinite card, which is also a Persona card if you don't have that as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Everything else though seems pretty tough to get. So that's just something, again, that you may want to go on ahead and maybe spend some money if you don't have enough and you do want something really bad, because I honestly don't have another suggestion. Now, one thing I did want to point out is that I did not mean to do that, y'all. Oh my goodness. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that, bro. I just spent like 90,000 VC on Fatu. I did not mean to do that. Well, now that I have blown a large chunk of my VC on something that I did not want, I didn't realize that I had the VC, if that makes sense, at the time. But one thing I did want to go on ahead and point out is that right now VC is on sale for those that are interested in getting any VC. So that's something to just keep in mind there. And now that I've wasted that VC, it is what it is at this point, bro. We are almost in January. I doubt that I'm going to do anything else with it. Aside from that as well, we do have a sale on WWE 2K25. Those that have been waiting, now is your time. You have the save big on WWE 2K25 this holiday. Standard edition, we got that for 67% off. The Nintendo Switch 2 version, you have it for 30% off. Deadman edition, 60% off on Steam, 30% off on the Switch 2, and it goes on and on and on. And if you want the Farewell Tour edition with the big DLC and all that good stuff, that is currently 50% off as well. That is one thing, man, where if you haven't played the game this year, maybe it might be worth it to get it at this point. I'm sure you can get it for cheaper in certain places as well. This is just more from a digital standpoint. So look in your GameStops, look in other stores, Best Buy maybe, look in all those stores, man, because right now is probably the best time to get the game for a super low price if you haven't played it yet this year. I do think it's a solid game, lots of content in there. If you are looking into doing something, you still have 5 chapters of the island, you still have MyFaction, you still have universe mode, you still have showcase, so it'll definitely keep you busy for a little bit if you have not played at all this year. And the next thing I wanted to go on ahead and mention on top of that is that it really doesn't mean much, but if you do want to go on ahead and grab the game, you do get a $5 Xbox gift card and a 15,000 VC voucher for WWE. So again, cool little things they're doing. Obviously the cycle is coming towards the end at this point, so there's not really much that we can do. But just looking into MyFaction, here you guys have the Toy Titans 2, and if you guys didn't know, you can go on ahead and get Liv Morgan, which is a new Persona card as well. Man, I cannot believe I did that in the card market just now. But yes, you can go on ahead, go in there with the Toy Titans 2, and you can get this elite Liv Morgan, who she does look a little bit creepy, I ain't gonna lie, but it is a solid Persona. I'm not mad at it. And then you also have the Bray Wyatt, Hulk Hogan, John Cena. These are all pretty much characters that we do have. That Undertaker, I believe we got that Undertaker at the beginning of the year as well. So again, nice little content. I'm not really too crazy about the Toy Titan stuff, but I do like that since they started with John Cena, they're continuing to build up on it more and more and more. So you just don't have that odd card that does stand out. So again, give them props for that. But there's not really much new with MyFaction at this point. You always got the live events, but again, World Tour is the mode that matters to me, and we still have not seen an update on World Tour, so very unfortunate with that. And at this point, I do believe that they should go on ahead and hold it as well. And if you guys did want to go on ahead and view my MyFaction team, you guys can go on ahead and check that out right here. AJ Styles Retro, Cody Rhodes 22, Undertaker 90, John Cena 25. The women are lacking on the squad though, I'm not gonna lie, because they just haven't been doing crazy stuff with the persona cards on the live events for the women thus far. They have done a few, but nothing too crazy. So I definitely got to go on ahead and get that Trish Stratus as well. Nonetheless though, y'all, this is going to be pretty much it. Content is going to slow down a bit this week. I'm trying to drop a video every other day right now just to make sure that we do have content, because there is going to be a point where I'm not going to drop every day this week. Just letting y'all know now. So those that have been looking forward to the content, make sure you guys stay tuned. Every other day for the rest of this week, we're going to be dropping content for y'all. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.